beautiful, isn't it?
Okay, so guys, just right behind me is one of the most famous things here in the British Museum.
And there we have it. We're getting kicked out of the museum at the moment. We're done. Uh-oh. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone in the YouTube world. We are here on another beautiful day in London, because why not? No rain and probably no wind. This is our last day in London actually, because tomorrow we're heading north, but we have a special event going on tomorrow. So for now, let's go eat, maybe get a coffee, go shopping, and enjoy our time in London. Let's go. Good morning from London, Whitechapel. Love this area. Tonight's the night we're gonna do the tour for the Jack the Ripper, and I am super excited. That's what I really wanted to stay here for, and I can't believe we're here. We're about to do it tonight. 254, looking for the dough. All right, taking that red bus right down there. He's coming right at us. One thing, guys, one piece of advice: please, before you come to London, reserve your museum tickets. Even though it's free admission, it doesn't mean that there's space available that day. So we made that mistake. Okay, we're headed to the Burberry outlet just to kind of shop around maybe. I love Burberry and I love to get something at a discounted price. They have a lot of good graffiti art, so it's amazing to see. This city is so colorful, vibrant, active, so clean. Yeah, with a little trash, you know, a little bit of homeless people here and there, but otherwise, a big city is gonna have it all. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I love Burberry. Very nice items here. God damn, we got a doner meal with lamb and chicken. It looks so good though. Turkish restaurant. That was a 5 out of 5. So delicious. I'm gonna leave the directions below for you to try a kebab or a doner if you want. Burça.
Look at how much tea there.
Look at that, all that is tea. And here are the machines that they use to brew the tea. Look like coffee machines in a way. Well, before we have something sweet, let me show the peoples your container. Look how cool this boba tea is. That's so cool. So this place is called Burça. When you come to London, be prepared to wait a lot, to be stuck in traffic a lot, to walk a lot. You're gonna go up and down the stairs a lot. It's a very big metropolitan city. How was your bubble tea?
I just really needed something sweet. I was dying.
She was craving.
I was dying.
She was fiending for bubble tea.
Now I'm feeling for a bathroom.
Bathroom. That's impossible to find around here. Chinatown. Lots of kids just going on another field trip.
Hold on.
The telephone booths, they always leave in there, even though they look pretty bad.
Yeah.
Just abandoned, whatever.
Maybe take some of them.
Right. All right, well, we are going to the National Gallery. We also got the audio guide for 5 British pounds. So you got to bring your own earphones and download the app, I think.
I think my idea is if you have earbuds, you can just give one to the other and you just pay for one.
So I'm gonna have one on one ear, she's gonna have the other. But here we are, guys. Here at Trafalgar Square. Oh, this is so nice. Everybody's eating out and just listening to music. It's beautiful, isn't it? The National Gallery. All right, this was free entry. £5 for the audio guide, so let's do it. Let's start somewhere.
That's us. Okay, let's listen to.
Jose Maria Velasco, A View of Mexico. Wow, so this is the Mexican room, we can say. What's up, guys? We were here just at the National Gallery Museum.
National Gallery. So it features a lot of work of art from very famous artists like Monet, Manet, Rembrandt, Cézanne. So which one did you actually like?
I think the Van Gogh.
Van Gogh.
I say Van Gogh, but no, his stuff is cool. I think it was the coolest stuff. There was more people there looking at his paintings.
I mean, I think what makes it fascinating probably is because of his history.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys don't know about it, check out his history about like his struggles about life, his mental health, and all that stuff, and how he actually became famous post death.
As a reminder, it's free to come in here. Just book your time slot. Try to do it a few days in advance.
Yeah, because the line for the standby queue is actually long.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
But we didn't have any issues because we were able to book it last night.
Yeah, so we got lucky.
It's free. It's free.
It's free, and
you can pick your time.
Was the audio guide worth it though?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean,
it helped us a little.
it helped us understand, as with a lot of artwork, that it's, a lot of it is, the interpretation is very subjective.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting take on like all the other artists on the work that they see. Yeah.
So I'm not super big into paintings. So me personally, and this is only
You
my
would skip
opinion,
this?
I would give it a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
What would you give it?
I think I would give it I think I would have to agree with you, a 3.5 out of 5.
Like I said, I'm glad that I did it once. I wouldn't skip it if I were you. If you have the chance, you should do it.
Yeah, no, for sure, because I mean, it's free, guys. It's
Yeah,
free,
yeah.
and it's like very famous. It's a lot of famous artists that for it being free. Actually, you know what? I'll give it a 5 out of 5 because it's free. You don't get to see a lot of works of art of these famous artists. Every time I had to go to galleries and stuff, I had to pay. I didn't have to pay here.
True.
So 5 out of 5. Never mind. I take it off.
It's a good one. Check it out if you can.
Yeah. Do it.
Do it.
Do everything.
Look at me. So, something funny to say. We're here at the British Museum, and I didn't film the entrance because the security was so strict, so funny about how they were moving people through the security line. But my bag, which is actually mid-sized to big, saved us because that line for the big bag only got us in really quick, really silently. We just walked right in, free entry, no ticket. There was nobody was checking tickets at all. This was like a once in a lifetime opportunity to just come in last minute. It's 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon. We did not reserve, and this is a British museum. This is the one that we wanted to do the most, and I just found the coolest structure. Well, I'll show you guys, but we're in here, so follow me. Let's go. So back in 1868, there were 2 moai that were taken from, or the British went to Rapa Nui. They took 2 moai, brought it over here, and that was in 1869. They arrived here in August of that year. So this is one of them. The other one, I think, is a smaller one, and is traveling around the UK, something like that. Yeah, museums. This is the most spiritual one here. The name is a little complicated. Can you say it?
Ho'ahakananai.
So we learned so much history back when we went in January of 2024, and that trip was so amazing. So please go watch those videos. But it's a little sad, but a little happy to see it at the same time here. I just wish that they would return it. I'd rather it be in Rapa Nui than here in Britain, in the UK. It is such an impressive moai. I love the nose and the eye features. It's very distinct. It shows a lot, because the ones in Rapa Nui were obviously fading away with the natural, like the sun, the rain, the wind, everything like that. So
The ocean was, everything that makes it fade.
Yeah.
And then here they do have a lot of upkeep.
Yeah.
So it's a very sensitive topic. Although, I do also wish that they would return it back to Rapa Nui, but I know that the British Museum can really take care of it so that the future generations can also see it and admire it. I don't know, it's a very sensitive topic.
I think we have a little special place in our heart for these statues, because we're one of the few people in the whole world that
Could see them.
have been to Rapa Nui, so it's amazing. Wow, this museum is impressive. Huge, huge. So many things we want to see in so little time.
Okay, so guys, just right behind me is one of the most famous things here in the British Museum. None other than the Rosetta Stone. So the Rosetta Stone was actually discovered by one of Napoleon's army in 1799 when they were in Alexandria, Egypt, in Rashid, or what is translated in English as Rosetta. During their battles with the British Army, the British was able to defeat them and captured this particular piece as part of the Treaty of Alexandria. So that was back in 1801, and they shipped it here. The Napoleon's army, Napoleon gifted it to King George III, who donated it to the British Museum, and this thing has been here for more than 200 years. Again, I don't know how I feel about that, because I think just maybe we should return it back to Egypt. But there's so many things around the world, guys, around the world that Egypt owns. That's literally everywhere. Like during my travels, I see it all the time. There's some stuff that's in Turkey, some here, some in America. Rosetta Stone is actually the reason why we are able to, or like the scholars are able to understand the cartouches or the hieroglyphs. So part of this Rosetta Stone, it's a slab there's parts that are written in Greek and written in the Egyptian hieroglyphs. So that's how the experts back then were able to actually decipher the entire thing. I think as soon as they gave it here, probably took 23 years from my understanding that they were able to decipher it. And now this is how the experts are able to read and understand the ancient Egyptian history, which is wild and mind-boggling because it's so old and it's so fascinating that we can understand what they did back in the day. King Ramses. Okay, how come they don't have Hatshepsut here? It's my favorite. And Nefertiti.
So the British Museum has got to be one of the best museums. We are so fortunate to be here. Again, come later in the day. If you don't have a ticket, you have a good chance of coming in. That's what we did. We got lucky. Hey, what area is this from?
This actually, it's multiple areas, but I think most of the things that are here is from northern Iraq.
So like she said, it's for the Assyrian king, ruler of the world's first empire. Look at these impressive structures right here next to us. You have a man, you have a horse. That is crazy. I think these are gates.
It seems to me that a lot of the displays here were excavated in the 1800s.
Yeah.
Or were taken, say from Napoleon in the like 1800s. It's crazy.
Not that long ago.
It's not that long ago, yeah. And then they were all like, you remember the things that we read there? It's very interesting. So that's the same thing as the story of this whole thing, which, you know, again, it's a very controversial topic. To return, not to return. I mean, with the conflict that has happened in recent years, wherein museums were trashed and burned and all that, it's almost like I'm kind of thankful that we do have this, but at the same time, you know, they own it.
And there we have it. We're getting kicked out of the museum at the moment. We're done. Uh-oh. We gotta go. Yeah. Well, guys, this museum is impressive. From the little bit that we got to see, it was about an hour, and it went by too quick. We wish we could have gotten to see more, but we were so happy with the Moai, the Egyptian part, the Greek part. Well, what was your opinion on the British Museum?
My opinion, I really liked it. Again, you know, it seems to me that the British people are very good at wanting to educate their people and visitors, which is crazy that everything here is free. As you noticed, we have I at least have very conflicting views on things that are not from here.
So anyways, it was big, it was expensive.
It was expensive?
Expensive.
Oh, expansive, okay.
And then it was, it had a lot of different sections, even ones that we didn't get to explore.
Yeah, no.
I loved it, 5 out of 5, and especially because it's free, you have to come and do it.
Yes.
But this one, if you want to be really safe, book a ticket days in advance.
Book a ticket, yes. And then I would say you can easily spend the whole day here, really.
Yeah.
We just didn't have the time, and so we went to the things that really interested us the most. But yeah, absolutely go visit the Rosetta Stone, and absolutely look at the Moai. Very interesting history.
Yeah, what do you give it?
And the Assyrians, 5 out of 5.
Nice. Okay, just heading out of the museum. We got thirsty and we want something sweet. But guess what? A water and an ice cream costs $9.50 British pounds. So that's like 12 to 13 US dollars for this. London, you are expensive, but you know what? Still one of my favorite cities now.
It's like Shibuya crossing in Tokyo.
Yeah.
In all directions, everybody's crossing. It's fun.
Remember what is written? The angel said to Mary, why are you seeking the living among the dead?
All right, guys, the moment we've all been waiting for.
Lying down.
No. No.
Oh, okay. What
Jack
is it?
the Ripper.
Ouch.
Tonight is the night we get to know Jack the Ripper, who he is, what he did, what he looks like, why did he kill
How do
people.
you even know what it looks like?
I don't know, maybe our tour guide can tell us who it was. Yeah, we see a whole bunch of food over there, so we might grab a bite first. But our tour literally starts here in Whitechapel, here at the St. Mary's Whitechapel Memorial Church. So I can't wait for this night. It's going to be so fun.
That one. Yeah, it's fine. Yep. And then I'll take away.
Oh, we ordered something, did we?
All right, got some Chinese food. This one costs. This is the medium here outside Guksu, very very close to the Hyatt Place here at Whitechapel. It cost 11.29 pounds. So 11 pounds and 29 cents for all of this. We are gonna enjoy it at the park. Figured we can get something quick to eat before the tour.
Something a little like New York, all the chaos, crazy. Anyways, we just checked in with our tour guide. It'll be right there. It's 7 o'clock at this park. So I'm super excited. Hopefully it's a long tour so we can get to learn a lot about Jack the Ripper. It's one of those things I've always wanted to do. You know, it would have been something amazing to grow up in an area and work in an environment where you can go to any park, grab a meal, have a picnic every single day, enjoy the scenery, go for a run. You know, it feels very safe out here. It feels very peaceful at times. I know they have their problems here, but these European countries, these other places around the world really teach me that, you know, life is very short and you might want to live in other places. So maybe if it's your time to move somewhere, you better do it because you don't want to regret it in the end. I really want to make it to some other place just to live and try something new. You know, I've lived in Dallas, Texas my whole life, in the US my whole life. Maybe it's time for a change. I don't know. The lost line getting lost.
Potentially solve this case.
Hi, Ned.
It's good to be here of Jack the Ripper, 1888, and specifically during a period called the Autumn of Terror. A period of 4 months from the end of August.
Tour has started. There's a lot of different languages, so just when you check in, watch out. Make sure you're in the right language. But Claire V is our tour guide. She's doing a great job so far. So we're gonna go to the first location and walk the streets of Whitechapel.
There's so many Jack the Ripper tours. Everybody's fascinated
There's
by
like
them.
4 or 5 around
No,
us.
there's like 7.
So funny. So more views of Whitechapel. Wow, there's a ton of restaurants, and it's a very grungy feel. If you're from Dallas, it's more like a Deep Ellum vibe. Man, this is really cool.
So it is in the backyard of this building that the body of the second victim called Annie Chapman. Yes, so her body was found there. So about Annie Chapman. She, the last years of her life were not the best ones. American doctor. Because he was helping people with an Indian herb. He had no medical training, so he killed a bunch of people actually.
Okay guys, that's it. I'm gonna come back to Whitechapel like sooner than what I thought. Look at this ambiance and the people just out here having a great time. It's a holiday, it's almost Easter, so I mean it's lively, the food smells good, it's amazing.
39. She was indeed a prostitute, for her we know for sure. And she was known for an
Yeah.
So, do you want to maybe like shift a little bit?
So we're here at another location. There's buildings. There have been a lot of construction, demolition. So this looks nothing like back in the day, obviously, right? But I'm loving the vibes of Whitechapel. It has a mysterious feel. Everybody's out and about having a drink, enjoying themselves. It is gentrified, so it does seem expensive. It seems upscale, posh, if you want to say. I, for sure, 100% want to come back to this area.
Could you maybe guess as to why she's considered lucky?
She got away.
Unfortunately, no. She
Okay.
actually died.
I'll let you know how simple you get
So our tour guide is explaining victim by victim how they were murdered, you know, what happened, who was there, the suspects already. Like, she's going detail by detail, so it's been great. This is what I wanted, a full-on just tour and explanation. So we're getting, definitely what I expected. So I'm giving this tour 5 out of 5 already. I think we're almost done. We're going to the last 2 victims. And from there, we'll see, who the final suspects are. But, obviously we won't get the final answer of who the Jack the Ripper is.
And look at this mustache. This is the best one to date, by far. There you go. She wear a corset. Another reason why she kind of stood out. The expression loose women, that comes from here. Women that refuse to be restricted, right? Is that he actually, Jack the Ripper stopped here to wash his hands, wash the weapon, and he just left the apron behind after throwing his hands on it. But what interests us is where he left it.
Okay, we just got done with the tour guide, Miss Claire V. She's walking away right now. She did a great explanation, so I'm gonna give a 5 out of 5. You must book with her, so I'm gonna leave her info. It's called See Your City. I'm gonna leave a link below also so that you can book with that and get a discount with us because we are affiliates of Theater, I think. Sometimes we have a discount code, so if there is one, I will provide it below. Contact us for that. And I just wanted to show this is the last location that we were dropped off at, and somewhere around here is the final victim of Jack the Ripper, the most horrific one. But anyways, the detail was good, pictures were amazing. It's a good amount of walking, I would say about 10,000 steps or so, and I loved it. So it was about, what time is it? It was 2 hours long. Yeah, 2 hours long exactly. And it's a beautiful night in this town of Whitechapel. which makes me want to stay here even more because all the nightlife, all the bars and restaurants and everything. So loved it. 5 out of 5. Book it. Well, guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone in the YouTube world. That was an amazing way to end the night with the Jack the Ripper tour that I super recommend if you are a big fan like me. So otherwise, we're here at home. We're about to sleep early, maybe do some packing, because tomorrow we're heading up north to a little town, cities called Lincoln for a special event. We'll let you guys know more tomorrow. So we'll catch you in the morning. Peace. Where are we?
King's Cross Station. We're about to go to through platform 9 3/4.
Just kind of exploring the area a little bit, but that's the Lincoln Castle.